microphone right now, a fellow who's been with Acoustic Endeavors for a long time, probably 19 years or more. And he got aggravated at us a couple times and quit, but I'm always glad when he's with us. Makes things a lot better. Probably one of the nicest fellows you want to be around most time. If he gets mad and he's not a very nice fellow, then you don't want to be around him. But he's a great musician and a great singer and a great friend, and he's also one of the finest instrument builders and people who can fix about anything when it comes to instruments, as you'll find. And we're real glad that he's with us all the time in case John breaks banjos and things like that. Say it's always good to have somebody. He's replaced the fingerboard on this mandolin several times, and he's the guy you take your instruments to if you need them worked on. Make him welcome, Mr. Greg Honeycutt.
And done me wrong. She done me wrong. She's up and gone, and she left me here to hold this road alone. Well, this house of mine's a ruins, and the children hold each other, and tomorrow's bound to bring some joy to tea. Lonely days with bills to pay, and I pray the Lord will help me find a way. Said you reap just what you sow. I've worked hard all my life for my children and my wife, till that cheating woman went and done me wrong. Done me wrong. She's up and gone, and she left me here to hold this row alone. She left me here to hold this row alone. And she left me here to hold this row alone.
Mr. Greg Honeycutt.
Do you have trouble playing the bass and singing? Now, a lot of people have trouble playing the bass and singing, but I know you seem pretty comfortable with it. Alan's really comfortable with it, but I notice you're pretty smooth with it too. Have you ever, was that something that was easy for you to come to?
If I'm singing the lead, I usually would prefer to be playing something else, but when I've played with Warren and Kelly, my job was to sing the third harmony part and to play the bass, and it was kind of tricky at first, particularly with a walking bass line. To sing that third part of it. After a while, it became just a second nature.
Let's see if Mr. Dewey Peters over here with that fancy guitar.
I heard somebody say my name. Y'all don't know no Honeycutts down here. Not a single one.
It was one on MASH. That's right, there was one on MASH.
There was one on MASH.
What if Greg allowed somebody stole a horse or something
I
that's
used
going
to
to hang
live
him?
down here, and there's a possibility that I may still owe somebody rent. I was hoping that when the bright lights make the cars for me to tell.
If so, maybe they'll just let it go, you reckon?
Said, I can't see you, but you can see me.
It was more of the wee morning out here. I had to go.
Greg said he was an early riser.
But you were on my mind.
The whole time you were down here, I asked you, did you ever sing that song, Trail of Tears?
Peter Rowan sang. I've been hearing it a lot more. I used to sing it for sure. Yeah.
Would you mind singing it, sir?
Oh. Yeah, it would sound like Indian if I was singing it because I don't know any of the words. Kind of almost like speaking in tongues on a Saturday. Does that make any sense? No, I promise you though, the next time I come back I will learn it for sure. And I'll do it for you, I promise you. I'll try to find something else to sing for you tonight that we can replace it with. But right now we're going to get Mr. Dewey Peters come up here.
Sing us a song.
He went down to Tennessee last night, and his niece graduated from high school. And Dewey, when he goes down to East Tennessee, he drinks enough water down there to be dangerous. When he comes back, his timing's different. It's got something to do with the water that beads down there. That's the reason there's folks, a lot of...
It could be something to do with that barbecue I ate too.
It has something to do with the barbecue that he ate.
Oh, Ridgewood.
Dewey will drive 6 hours one way if there's something good to eat. I know, because I rode with him.
We drove all the way out to Omaha to eat.
That's right.
Steak.
We drove 21 hours to Omaha, Nebraska to get us a Omaha steak. It was good, but it wasn't that good. Rest assured, we got equally as good steaks around here. Just get your butcher to cut them a little thicker, and they're the same. But Dewey Peters, are you ready to sing us a good old song? There you go.
You are the flower that's blooming in the mountain soul. You are my flower that's blooming there for me. When summertime is gone and snow begins to fall, you can sing this song each everyone and all. You are my flower that's blooming in the mountain soul. That's blooming there for me. So wear a happy smile and life will be worth it. Forget the tears, but don't forget to smile. You are my flower that's blooming in the mountain soul. You are my flower that's blooming there for me.
He's the doctor of the D string, the Austin Powers of bluegrass music, Mr. Dewey Peters. It's amazing.
Bluegrass. Reckon we'll move on up to the key of B, boys. B is for bluegrass. Do we have any bluegrass fans in here? there might be at least one or two. We had so much fun the last time we came. Like Mr. Clark said, it was a very short notice thing, and we came down and we had a fiddle and a stand-up bass and a mandolin and a couple guitars, and I debuted for the first time ever playing bass on this stage last time. Got kind of messed up on it, but y'all were nice.
Would you like to try?
No, thank you though, Greg. I appreciate that offer. No, I think tonight we'll keep Gregory on that bass. He does such a fine job. But it was really great to be here last time, so I was excited when we got the call to come again. We're awful glad to be here with you. It was a beautiful day. We got a garden planted. Y'all have any gardens going? We got all kinds of stuff in our garden.
We were lucky that it was 2 weeks ago. We had one dry Saturday where we planted from sun up to sundown, and I'm glad we did because it's rained for the last couple of weeks. We got a lot of rain.
And everything's growing like weed, isn't it?
We got to worry about the tomatoes getting blight, I guess. If you pray for too much rain, you can get it.
Exactly.
What are we doing?
We're gonna do a little tune called Love Don't Live Here Anymore, I reckon.
That is a song that it's on the Coming of Age album, and that was probably about 20 years ago. It's kind of hard to remember. Yeah, it's hard to remember. I used to see people all the time that they was trying to sing a song that they wrote and they forgot the words, and you would think, oh, how could that be? You can never forget the words of your own song. It happens a lot in my world. We're going to do a song for you right now that was on the last CD we have called On the Farm. And I'm very proud to say that we have been in the studio. We're working on what's going to be our 20-year album. It might be 21 and a half by the time we get finished with it. But we're going to put 20 brand new songs on an album for 20 years. So that is a challenge within itself. But we're working on it. This is a song we're going to do for you right now. It's on the last album. It was a song that was written in 7 minutes on a Hardy's napkin, going through a little town in East Tennessee called Bull's Gap. It's the home of Archie Campbell. And it is. Okay, well there you go. So the chances are we probably wrote this song around this time of the year, because because we saw a big billboard and it said the Tennessee Iris Festival. And just that quick, I realized, wow, the iris is the state flower of Tennessee and also a woman's name. I wasn't planning on writing a song because I was driving, and I told Kelly, I said, get something to write on. And she got a Hardy's napkin, and I just spoke this. It wasn't like I wrote the song, it was like I remembered it. It was a pretty odd thing, and we've always been neat because people have liked the song, and we hope you enjoyed as well. It's a song called Tennessee Iris.
Just to let I was young and carefree, till one day with a glance from a stranger, my sweet Iris I happened to meet. From the moment I saw her, I loved her, and I soon found that she felt the same, and we promised to love one another. As I stand here today, she's my beautiful Tennessee Iris. Like the flower, her beauty's the same. I've gone back to the valley that claimed her, and the rest of my life I'll remain. But I'd give it up to my last penny if a place in her heart could be found. She's my beautiful Tennessee Iris. Like the flower, her beauty's the same. I've gone back to the valley that claimed her, and the rest of my life I'll remain. Returning, I found no one waiting, no one smiling with arms open wide. For the word was my Iris was buried in the cold winter when she had died. She's my beautiful Tennessee Iris. Like the flower, her beauty's the same. I've gone back to the and the rest of my life I'll remain. I've gone back to the valley that claimed her, and the rest of my life I'll remain.
Mr. Warren, that man's he's got a song in every pocket of his breeches.
Warren, you write a lot of songs.
Yes, sir.
And so you work. The song you wrote about the iris.
Tennessee Iris, yes, sir.
Tennessee Iris. You know, you were talking about how that song came to you so easily that it's just like you remembered the song.
That's right.
Now, when you said that on stage, I was a little bit curious about what that meant. What did you mean by that? Did it just?
Yeah, well, some songs you'll struggle with. Some it's the old saying earworms is what they used to call it. It was a German word that basically you have a repeating song that's in your head and it won't go away. We've all done that. We've all had a song that we've heard and it's in our head and it just keeps going on and on. There are some songs like that will themselves to be finished. It will not go away until you finish the song. And sometimes, of course, I've stayed up for days sometimes writing songs, and some good ones. And then there are songs who will come to you instantly. And when I said it's not like I wrote the song, because if I go back and I listen to Tennessee Iris, it's amazing to me, but I don't speak that way. I don't think that way. But there are lyrics in that song that don't at all sound like me, you know, and it's very spooky and funny and kind of scary and makes it great. It's the magic of bluegrass when you can go back and say, hey, I wrote this song and wrote it in 7 minutes, basically, 7 or 10 minutes, and Kel's the one who wrote it down. I was driving and just speaking it off. Where sometimes when you write a song, you have to go over and over again, and you're trying to find words that rhyme and things that mean something. This song just came out of me, and like I said, it wasn't like I wrote it. It was like I remembered it.
And you took dictation, basically.
I did. We were driving
Wow, that's
to
incredible.
Nashville for the first time to play at the Station Inn.
And we played it that night when we got
We
there.
played it that night for Ginger Boat Ride.
That's
She was there.
absolutely.
And we were driving down the road, and we were right around Bull's Gap. We were getting on the interstate, and there was that Tennessee Iris billboard for the Iris Festival, and I just looked at it and never thought nothing of it. And Warren said, you got something to write on? And I'm scrambling around in the glove box, and I said, I got a napkin. He said, write this. And he just said, write everything I say. And as he said it, I wrote it, and I filled up the napkin front and back, and I just looked at him. It was just like, what is this? And then as soon as I got done, he said, listen to this. And then he sang it all for me. It was amazing. It really was. It was something like I'd never seen before.
And if it wouldn't have happened to me like that, it would be hard for me to believe as well. But like I said, after all these years of writing, there are songs that one has to sit down and really work on, and this one was one that just came.
Yeah.
So.
Now, do you ever write any songs?
I do. I write a lot of tunes. A lot of what we do in our repertoire are tunes that I've written too. They don't seem to come as easily for me as they do Warren. He's quite a prolific writer. I'm one of those writers where I write about the things that I see and that I go through and people that I know and that type of thing. I have a lot of unfinished tunes where, you know, a hook will come to me, I write it down, and in the case it goes. And then we pull them out 15 years later and go, wow, that was a good hook. Let's work on this some more, you know, that kind of thing. So.
She's my beautiful Tennessee Iris, like the flower, her beauty's the same. I've gone back to valley that claimed her, and the rest of my life I'll remain.
what'd you do down in Tennessee over the weekend? Dewey went down to Tennessee over the weekend, and he's been pretty tight-lipped about what he got into down there. And I might have to make a few phone calls. I believe Dewey's got a lady on the side down about Elizabeth. That's what I think.
No,
I
I'm not
believe-
down there. No, I might be kidding half of them down there. No.
We did a little search of the family tree a few years ago to find out where all the rest of the Honeycuts was, and lo and behold, 5 or 6 generations ago, some of my kinfolk married some of Dewey's. And we ain't been the same since. It's been that particular branch of the family tree moved northward
It went
into.
sideways.
They went from western North Carolina to East Tennessee, and then they just went on over into West Virginia and was never heard from again. I guess it's been quite a few years ago. Warren Kelly and I all moved to Nashville together. We had another fella, and I don't know how he's doing tonight because we haven't been able to get in touch with him. He was a banjo player that was with us from, I guess, from about 1996 to about 1998. And he's pretty bad off these days. So we'll send this next tune out to him. It's one he used to do with us. This is called The First Train Come to Town.
It's been a long time.
Well, you told me that you loved me when at first you were my wife. Made us right a place of life that used to be. And the vows you made have gone astray. Our love has jumped the tracks, so I'm leaving and I don't think I'll be back. Well, I've had enough. I packed my stuff and I'm headed out of here. Only time till the farther line will lead. And there ain't no need in looking for me. I won't be around. See, I'm leaving home. The first train comes to town. Well, I'm hoping her to take us from the park. Should have known that to stole your heart. And the endless lies like railroad ties are placed upon the facts. And it's driven home, it's finally time to leave. Well, you done me wrong, so when I'm gone, you have no one to blame but the train and the track that you left on. And I got myself a ticket, it don't matter where I'm bound. See, I'm leaving home, the first train comes to town. Well, you done me wrong, so when I'm gone, you have no one to blame but the train and the track that it left on. And I got myself a ticket, it don't matter where I'm bound. See, I'm leaving home, the first train comes to town. Yes, I'm leaving home, the first train comes to town. Yes, I'm leaving home, the first train comes to town.
It's a fine example. It's like a rap song. There's so many words in that one. And when you go to look at your bandmates, like, help me, and they look back at you like, good luck.
Warren was talking about speaking in tongues earlier. We got a little bit of that in there. That was all right. Did a very fine job, though. Do you another original tune? I hope you all enjoyed this one called Out of Line. Y'all aren't warm down there. It's all these lights. It's so bright.
We got like 16 block on. We'll get
Yeah.
some sun out of it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I was out in the yard tending to that garden all day. It was hot out there. I feel like I'm still in the sun. It's a good thing.
I got a new truck recently. I didn't really inherit the truck. My dad got the truck from his dad, and he gave it to me. And it's kind of been in the family, so you know I'm glad to have it. It doesn't, and I'm not big on air conditioners. I never had vehicles. The air conditioner never worked. You just rolled the windows down. And somebody was asking me about it the other day. They said, "Well, how's the air conditioner working?" And I said, "Well, they work good. It's 255 air conditioners. Roll both windows down and 55 miles an hour. Cool me right away." We were coming down 220 today, John and me. We were politicking and coming down the road, and a bee came through the window there, and it stunned him. And he landed right on my shoulder there, flipped him right out the window. It's probably not environmental. I heard the other day the cell phones are killing the honeybees now. Cell phones are killing the bees, and I killed one today with my air conditioner. My economically friendly, environmentally friendly air conditioner. Oh, this is a brand new one here. And I got to remember, this is a brand new one.
I recently came across the paper where I wrote this song, and it was on both sides doubled, and it talked about all the stuff that you can, breaking the rules of all kinds. Everything down to taking your label off of your mattress. There's about 100 examples on there. Thank God I didn't put all of them in there, but this is a song called Rules. We hope you enjoy it. Pick it up a little bit. 2, 3.
Well, it's pedal to the metal, high balls peel, and it's always 10 at 2 when you grab that wheel. Keep your elbows off the table and wipe your feet, and you look both ways before you cross that street. I've been sitting here wondering, sitting here wondering. I've been sitting here wondering, sitting here wondering. I've been sitting here wondering, sitting here wondering. Makes all the road, makes all the road. Well, the light's gone green and I just don't care. You better brush those teeth, better comb that hair. Don't eat while you're talking and stand up straight, 'cause you never have a worm if you get up late. I've been sitting here wondering, sitting here wondering. I've been sitting here wondering, sitting here wondering. I've been sitting here wondering, sitting here wondering. Makes all the road, makes all the road. Who makes all the rules? I wonder. Calling out the fools. You know who you are now. It's time to choose, choose wisely. Now the shift is over, you turn to steer, and I'll give you the signal when the coast is clear. Keep those wagons always circled, young man, head west, 'cause when we top this hill, then we'll take that rest. I've been sitting here wondering, sitting here wondering. I've been sitting here wondering, sitting here wondering. I've been sitting here wondering, sitting here wondering. your eyeballs peel.
Thank y'all.
We're going to play y'all another tune, take a short break. We're going to be out in the lobby during the intermission. Make sure you get some popcorn and some drinks and all kinds of good munchies they have out there. We've got some CDs with us if you'd like to take a little bit of Acoustic Endeavors home with you. Let us know, by golly.
And that good popcorn out there too.
Yeah, it's really good. I can't have none until afterwards, otherwise I'll get it stuck up there in my teeth and I'll be picking them teeth all night. Don't want that.
Kelly has the best teeth of anybody in the whole band. Brushes twice a day. Keeps a toothbrush in her case.
He's so full of it, I don't. We're gonna do a really cool tune. There's a place down in East Tennessee and where Virginia meets down in there.
Good.
Yeah, oh, do we sense. It's called Clinch Mountain. I think we're gonna do y'all a tune about that. Warren's niece years ago got married in a little white church at the foot of Clinch Mountain, didn't she?
Had a big old red neon cross on the top of it, too.
Did. They lit it up too during the day. Didn't matter.
He goes, Dewey asked me, he said, well, they got a big neon red cross up there for us so they can find them.
Exactly.
Know where you're at there.
Yeah.
And then you look at the little pin out back.
That's right.
Have on the door,
But
it
don't
tells.
tell everything you know. Dewey will tell you everything he knows if you give him a chance.
And then some.
Yeah, if you get time during the break, ask Dewey about his guitar picks or this microphone in particular.
Talk about Homeland Security. If they knew how many picks Dewey had, they'd come and get him.
It's a little tune called the Clinch Mountain Backstep. be right back.
All right, John, you are a really traditional Strug-style banjo picker. You know, it's really solid. What do you think have been the main influences you've had playing the banjo?
Well, gosh, I started playing almost 40 years ago, and just whoever was playing. It's funny you mentioned being a traditional player. I do play that way quite often with this bunch. I don't think of myself as a good Scruggs-style banjo player because I admire that style so much, and there's so many great players these days that do it so very well. I certainly enjoy it, and it fits well in this kind of group. Gosh, I mean, it's so nice these days because I just missed seeing Flat and Scruggs. They broke up just before I got really interested in bluegrass. But now that all these DVDs and videos online, you can actually watch these performances they did and see what terrific professional entertainers they were.
Well, now, how would you classify yourself? What style of banjo playing do you feel like would best describe the way you play?
It's hard to say. I just try to do whatever belongs in the song. It turned out we did play a number of Earl Scruggs songs tonight, and I felt like playing that way tonight. And
do you ever go the other way, play more melodic picking?
I never really played the melodic style very much. I never was good at it. I worked real hard at it when I was a kid, and then it went out of fashion.
well, now that's what I would sort of describing you as a Scruggs style picker, because the kind of things that you do are really solid Earl Scruggs kind of sounding stuff to me. Well,
it's funny, the songs that I write, or the banjo tunes that I write, are not like that. Not sure why, but some of the songs that we do are don't call for that kind of banjo playing, and so I try to do something else.
Do you ever do claw hammer or anything?
I don't.
Like that?
I love the sound of it, and I just never got the knack. And once I got to where I could play pretty well, I didn't want to work on something I couldn't do.
Any of y'all have any snakes in your yard?
I think one way over here. I got a black snake in the back.
Yeah, I saw a big black one on the road on the way up here. He looked like he'd been run over a couple times. They ain't no good when they're like that, though. We're going to do a song for you right now that hopefully will be on the next album. It's a song about not all snakes are bad. Some snakes are good.
Corn snake, middle of the road. Corn snake, right where I got home. Corn snake, middle of the road. Corn snake, right where I got home. Corn snake, skin of golden brown, soaking up that morning sun right there upon the ground. Corn snake, middle of the road. Corn snake, right where I got a home. Well, corn snake, don't you come my
5 garter snakes, right?
That's right.
5, all in the same day. And we got a black snake that lives in our yard. He's lived under a hole in the cinder block down underneath the house for years. As long as I know he's there, it's all right. But if I don't know he's there, then I'm gonna be out there in that yard just a squealing when I see him.
We have a lot of sage around our house for obvious reasons. We burn it every once in a while to keep the spooks away and things like that. Kelly doesn't like sage, so that pretty much tells you everything you need to know about her.
You're right.
Yeah.
She said, no, I don't like sage.
So chances are you're probably not a good
I ain't
person.
from around here. There was a point in time in our Acoustic Endeavors history where Warren took a job playing with the Lost and Found. I'm sure y'all are familiar with the Lost and Found, aren't you? Well, that was back in the days when Dempsey was still on mandolin and Warren went out on the road and we were trying to keep our gigs and whatnot together while he was gone and we were missing him. So we came up with this next tune. And he was lost for a while, but he got found again. We're glad.
Yes, I did. Somewhere out in Missouri in a Walmart parking lot.
That's a heck of a place to get found.
It could happen anywhere.
But we wrote this song while he was gone. It's a little tune called Goodbyes. Tell me, where did our love go? Did it roll on down the side? Well, I guess I'll never know. Did it catch southbound flight down to the sunny shores? 'Cause here the sun don't shine. Tell me, where the laughter go? Did it dance out in the night? Lost somewhere and all alone. And where are your eyes so bright? How I love to watch them shine when the stars are out at night. Oh my love, where have you gone? For I miss you by my side. Are you ever coming home? I'm still chasing all our dreams, but I'm running out of time. It's harder now, so it seems. Goodbye, do you ever think of me? Out of sight and out of mind, just a memory fade. Wish you'd find it in your heart to love me once again. We could make a brand new start. Just one thing before you leave. Are you leaving me for good? Then go on, let me be. Don't look back to see me cry. Leave here without regrets and don't ask yourself why. Oh my love, where have you gone? For I miss you by my side. Are you ever coming home? I'm still chasing all our dreams, but I'm running out of time. It's harder now, so it seems. Goodbye, Thank y'all very much. We had a request for Dewey over here to play on the guitar a little bit of that Wildwood Flower.
Yeah.
Y'all want to hear that? It's a good old Carter family, isn't it, Dew? And he does a mighty fine job of it. He plays it the original way. Just like Maybelle and AP and Sarah did it.
Gonna sing it?
I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Dewey does it in the key of F if you're humming along. That would be a. Y'all make it welcome and get on the flat top box. It's Dewey Peters, everybody. When I was a really little girl, there was a family back home. I grew up in a family band, and there was a family back home named the Blom family, and they were from Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin, and they knew all the words. There's several verses to it, and I just remember the first one and part of the second, and then I repeat that first line. It ain't right, but that's how we do it. So, but they're out there. There's like 16 verses to that thing out there somewhere. Yes, sir. Dewey's got it on record, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
Can you still buy record players?
Can you still buy record players? I don't know. You can. At Kmart. All right. Anybody out there who needs a record player, you can go to Kmart. Yeah, you can get the replacement needles. You got to get the whole record player, don't you? Yeah. All in one. The whole deal, all together. And the chord, so it's all one deal. That's a good deal then, isn't it? Yes, ma'am. All right. We had a request for some gospel tunes, and we probably better do one for you. Hear you in there, honey.
We'll do it in tonight.
Alrighty done.
Acoustic Endeavors. How in the world did you come up with that name for your band?
I don't know. That's a good question. We had so many friends over the years that said, "Oh, that name is too big. You'll never make it on a marquee. You'll never be on a billboard." I guess more than anything else, we were doing acoustic and music, and it was an endeavor. So hence Acoustic Endeavors.
And so you've had the same name for 20 years.
20, almost 21 years.
21
Time
years.
flies when you're having fun.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Now, I noticed the three of you, when you're on stage together, you've got a really tight harmony. How do you work out your harmony?
Well, a lot of it just kind of comes. We've played together, the three of us. Well, Warren and I have been together 20 years, and Greg, we've known him forever. And Greg has played with us about 19 of those 20 years. So after a while, it's natural. You just fall right into it. In the early days, of course, we'd sit around in a practice room, practice the same tune for days till we got it right. But now it just sort of flows out.
A lot of fishing trips, too.
Yeah, and it has a lot to do with being in the same, we talk alike, and we live in the same village, so we speak alike, and hence we sing alike sometimes.
But now you're from the Midwest, though,
Yes, I am. I am from Omaha, Nebraska.
and you two are Southern boys.
Yeah.
So how do y'all speak alike then?
I've been here long enough they let me in their club.
Yeah. Kelly knows the difference between country ham and city ham.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the difference between country ham and city ham?
Country ham is going to be a little on the salty side. City ham will not be.
Is it true that you carry a toothbrush in your guitar case?
Yes, I do. To shine up these pearly whites. Mrs. Clark, are you out there somewhere? She's here. Excellent. Last time we were here, I met Mrs. Clark out in the lobby. She had a whole list of requests of songs, but the main one she wanted to hear was a song that I literally had not heard since I was like 9 or 10 years old. A friend of mine used to sing it. So when we got up here for our second set, we decided we'd try it, and I just completely screwed up every word there was in the tune. So I promised her for this year, I'd learn it, and we do it. It's an old country tune that a lot of folks have done over the years, but we're going to try to do a rendition of it for you tonight. A little tune called Old Love Letters. Now keep in mind, these guys up here have never done it. The other night I said to Warren, we probably better go through that thing. We're getting ready to play the theater. So hopefully I'll remember all the words. I got a little cheat sheet on the ground if I don't. But you sing it along with me, okay? A little tune called Old Love Letters.
You want to kick it off now?
Be a full break on it, full intro.
There you go.
Today I burned your old love letter.
when most people start playing guitar, the first thing they start doing is playing rhythm guitar. But there's this big chasm between people who play rhythm guitar and then people who flat pick like you do. Now, it's a big mystery to people to get from that beginning to where you are now. What do you think are the things that you have to learn to be able to play the awesome style that you play?
Well, the biggest thing, when you're playing rhythm, you got to learn timing. And that's, you can't play nothing without timing. And with rhythm, that's where your timing's at. I mean, that's where you learn timing.
Yeah.
And then you experiment later on with, and just listen to records. That's what I've done. Just stuff I've heard on recordings.
But now, isn't there sort of a scale you have to learn that you mix up between the notes?
There's like some people call it a blues scale. And then there's your regular scale, and then you got a minor scale that you can work with, and you can use those scales to come up with something on the guitar. But it's not necessarily in the pure melody either.
Mm-hmm. So now you played some Carter style licks tonight. You did a couple of Carter songs. How is that different? Is that kind of a combination of both of them, or is it something completely different?
You're just playing. You have to play pure melody, and it's simple. It's just keeping it real simple. Nothing, no fancy hot licks with Carter family stuff. It's got to be just a set style. And if you really wanted to go back to really get to be Carter family pure, you'd use a thumb and finger pick and play like that. Somebody like Wayne Henderson could play Carter family stuff, just burn it up.
Speaking of picks, what's up with your picks?
Oh, they're just made out of some kind of space age plastic from Maryville, Tennessee.
They found it in a moon rock.
A moon rock it was.
It's something to do with. I don't know if it's something they use in electronics or what, but it's some kind of polymer type plastic, but it's hard as a rock, and it breaks like glass. But it's hard. It doesn't wear.
I was driving down a lonely road on a dark and stormy night when a little girl by the roadside showed up in my headlight. Well, I stopped and she got back, and in a shaky tone she said, "My name is Mary, please won't you take me home?" I pulled into the driveway where she told me to go, and out to help her from the car and opened up the door. But I just could not believe my eyes, for the back seat was bare. I looked all around the car, but Mary wasn't there. A light shone from the porch, someone opened up the door. About the little girl that I was looking for. The lady gently smiled and brushed a tear away. She said, "It sure was nice of you to go out of your way." But 13 years ago today, in a wreck just down the road, our darling Mary lost her life, and we miss her so. Thank you for your trouble and the kindness you have shown. You're the 13th one who's been here bringing Mary home.
Give a big round of applause for Dewey Peters on the guitar. John Lawless on the banjo. Craig Honeycutt back here on the Big Daddy bass. Warren Emerson on the mandolin. My name is Kelly Green. I'm on the guitar and trying to sing for you. We are Acoustic Endeavors, celebrating our 20th year, and thank you all for being here with us tonight. It's been our pleasure. Thank you to the Clarksville Hall